Is it time to buy or sell Wolfspeed stock? In this video, we will take an in-depth look at Wolfspeed. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 10th of July, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of artificial intelligence and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 7th of July, 2025, our system has classified Wolfspeed as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.91. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time. Unfortunately, the stock has not met expectations, showing a decline of 31.17% thus far. This results in an average loss of 7.79% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock currently resides within a broad and declining trend in the short term, indicating further potential declines ahead. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of negative 52.9% over the next 3 months, with potential returns ranging from negative 97.61% to negative 28.04%. Analyzing the longer term, our 12-month forecast indicates a projected change of negative 86.96%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 100% to negative 80.39% over the coming year. In practical terms, this would place the future price between $0 and $0.312. Our latest daily update for Wolfspeed includes the headline, Big Movements in Wolfspeed Inc. Stock price on Thursday, moving 37.82% between high and low. The Wolfspeed Inc. stock price fell by 21.29% on the last day, which was Thursday, the 10th of July, 2025, from $2.02 to $1.59. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 37.82% from a low of $1.56 to a high of $2.15. The price has decreased in 6 of the last 10 days, but has increased by 174.14% over the past 2 weeks. On the last day, trading volume fell alongside the stock, which is actually a good sign, as volume should typically follow stock movement. On the last day, trading volume decreased by 25 million shares, with a total of 82 million shares bought and sold for approximately $130,260,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $25.49, while the lowest was 38.8 cents. Currently, the price is 93.76%, or $23.90, below the 52-week high, and 98.88%, or $140.74, below the all-time high reached on the 15th of November, 2021, when the price hit $142.33. Wolfspeed stock, trading under the ticker Wolf, is experiencing significant volatility, plummeting nearly 20% today after a series of notable downturns. This decline follows a historical pattern of sharp sell-offs, with shares falling over 19% just yesterday, demonstrating the stock's current instability. Despite the overall gains in the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite today, Wolf's decline suggests investor apprehension, possibly centered around concerns related to the company's financial health and recent restructuring efforts after filing for Chapter 11 protection. On the positive side, Wolfspeed is taking strategic steps to stabilize its financial standing by working with Apollo and Renesas to shed approximately $4.6 billion in debt. Renesas has converted a $2 billion deposit into equity, becoming the largest stakeholder with a 38.7% share. This backing is a bullish indicator that may bolster investor confidence in Wolfspeed's long-term recovery. In the short term, today's sharp drop could lead to panic selling, driving the stock price down further. However, as the company moves forward with its restructuring and debt relief, there could be a turnaround potential for risk-tolerant investors seeking long-term gains. The fluctuations in Wolf stock will likely continue in the near future as the market reacts to these developments, showcasing the balance between immediate risk and potential future rewards. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 15th of October 2024, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Wolf an equal weight grade, accompanied by a hold action. On the same day, Citigroup also rated Wolf with a neutral grade and a hold action. On Thursday, the 22nd of August 2024, Cowen and Company provided Wolf with a hold grade and a hold action. On that same day, Susquehanna rated Wolf with a neutral grade and a hold action. Lastly, on Thursday, the 22nd of August 2024, Piper Sandler assigned Wolf an overweight grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Wolfspeed stock a general strong sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have also rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Wolfspeed. Wolfspeed Inc. stock currently shows a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Given that the short-term average is above the long-term average, there is a general buy signal for the stock, suggesting a positive outlook. If the stock experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $1.60. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the long-term average at around $1.31. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will indicate a sell signal. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Some negative signals have also been detected, which may impact the near-term development. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Tuesday, July 8, 2025, and thus far, the stock has declined by 36.9%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. The trading volume decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which mitigates overall risk, as volume typically aligns with price movements. Here are some additional signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal from 3 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 242 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 5 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 3 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 6 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Wolfspeed. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $1.48 and $1.45. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level. If this is broken, the stock may then fall to the next support level. In this case, Wolfspeed Inc. finds support just below today's level at $1.48. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $1.45 and $1.28. This stock may experience considerable movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility. And with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by 590 cents between its high and low, representing a change of 37.82%. For the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 53.19%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Wolfspeed, let's quickly review some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to factors outside their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest insufficient profitability and pose risks of bankruptcy. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 20th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates predict a loss of 72 cents per share. It's essential to keep an eye on these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Wolfspeed. In the event of an upward trend, the initial resistance level for Wolfspeed is at $1.61. If you do not currently own any shares, it might be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before making an investment. For those who already hold the stock, this could serve as a point to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Wolfspeed faces its first support level at $1.48. If this support level remains intact, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a potential rebound. The combined average rating for Wolfspeed from various analyst sources is categorized as a strong sell. Now let's examine some recent insider transactions. On the 23rd of June, 2025, Emerson David Todd executed an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 30th of May, 2025, Spirits Kevin conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 9th of May, 2025, Jensen Mark Edwin carried out an insider purchase of 0 shares. On the 9th of May, 2025, Walsh Paul V. Jr. performed an insider purchase of 0 shares. On the 12th of May, 2025, Hodge John C. made an insider purchase of 3,048 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is positive, with a ratio of 85.077. In total, insiders acquired 893,898 shares, while selling 121,590 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $1.50, which reflects a decrease of 5.8%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, contributing to a significant level of risk. Currently, there is a sell signal indicated from a pivot top that was identified 2 days ago. Is Wolfspeed stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators are positive. Despite the stock being in a downward trend, we conclude that the current level presents a potential buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable chance for the stock to perform well in the near future. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Friday, the 11th of July, we expect Wolfspeed to open higher by 177/100ths of a dollar, starting at $1.77. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.